Hello everybody, welcome to Shake Hand with Life YouTube channel. Here on this channel you can watch a variety of videos and build up your engineering and management skills. And if you are new on this channel, then please subscribe this channel and press the bell icon. So whenever there is a new video uploaded on this channel, you may get the notifications regarding the new video upload. I am Narendra Sharma, and in this video I will discuss about the ISO 9001-2015 quality management system requirements, and in this particular module I will discuss about the context of the organization, which is the clause number 4. Apart from this, I will also discuss a little bit about the clause number 1, which is about the scope, and the clause number 2, normative references, and the clause number 3, terms and definitions. Now starting with the clause number 1, which is about the scope. The scope of this international standard requirements with respect to quality management system for an organization described by: first, its ability to consistently provide products and services that meet customer and applicable statutory and regulatory requirements. It is about the consistency to provide the products and services that meet customer requirements and the statutory and regulatory requirements. And the second thing is the scope depends upon the aims to enhance customer satisfaction through the effective application of the quality management system. Therefore, the scope of this ISO 9001-2015 depends upon two things: ability of the organization to provide the products and services consistently to meet the customer and statutory and regulatory requirements, and enhancement of the customer satisfaction through effective application of the quality management system. All these requirements are generic in nature and applicable to any organization, regardless of its type. The type of the organization, regardless of the type of the organization and size of the organization. It may be a medium scale industry, it may be a small scale industry, it may be a large scale industry, or the products and services it provides. So it is immaterial which type of products it is manufacturing and which type of services it is delivering in the market. Two things are here notable. The first is the term product and service. The term product and service mentioned here referred to the product manufactured by the organization, the particular product manufactured by the organization, and the services delivered by the organization. And the second is statutory and regulatory requirements. These are the legal requirements. So the scope depends upon the consistency of the organization to provide products and services to meet the customer requirements and the applicable legal requirements and enhancement of the customer satisfaction. Now the clause number 2 is about the normative references. ISO 9000-2015 quality management system fundamentals and vocabulary are a normative reference that provides applicable concepts and definition with respect to this international standard ISO 9001-2015. And the clause number 3, which is about the terms and definitions, for the purposes of this document ISO 9001-2015, the terms and definitions given in ISO 9000-2015 apply. Now come to the main clause, which is the clause number 4, and it is about the understanding of the context of organization and the context of the organization. So basically it is the context of the organization. This clause is further subdivided into 4 subclauses. The clause number 1 is about the understanding the organization and its context. Clause number 2 is about understanding the needs and expectations of interested parties. Clause number 3 is about the determining the scope of the quality management system. And the clause number 4 is about the quality management system and its processes. Now, I will describe each subclause one by one in the next upcoming slides. So, starting with the first subclause, which is 4.1, understanding the organization and its context. To understand the organization and its context, one must understand the external and internal issues in which the organization is working or established, maintained, and manufacturing its product, delivering its services. Therefore, the organization shall determine external and internal issues that are relevant to its purpose and its strategic direction, and that affect these external and internal issues affects the organization ability to achieve the intended results or the planned results of its quality management system. And therefore, the organization shall consider all positive and negative factors of these issues. And what are these external and internal issues? Concerning about the external issues, these are legal issues, what type of compliances the organization has to face or implement, what type of technology the organization has to brought up in the plant to manufacture a product, and competitiveness in the market, and what type of the market is there in which the organization is going to deliver its product or deliver its service. Then the cultural issues are there, social and economic environmental issues are there. Consider the international issues, national issues, regional or local issues. Now come to the internal issues. Internal issues are the values, what kind of values are inculcating in the organization by the top management, what type of the culture is propagating by the employees in the organization, what is the knowledge level of the employees in the organization, and what is the performance level of the organization. These are some of the internal issues with which the organization has to deal with. So this was the clause number 4.1 about the understanding the organization and its context. Now come to the clause number 4.2. It is about understanding the needs and expectations of interested parties. And to understand the needs and expectations of interested parties, first the organization shall determine the interested parties relevant to quality management system, such as who are the customers, government and non-government organizations, what kind of employees it has to take to manufacture the product or deliver the services, and who are the shareholders, and what the organization also determine the requirements of these interested parties, such as regarding the customers, what the customer wants. The customer wants quality products, fair prices, on-time delivery, and pretty good after-sales service. And about the government and non-government organizations, it is about the tax compliances, environmental compliances, employment generation, etc. Regarding the employees, it is handsome salary, good working conditions, medical facilities, employee insurance, etc., etc. These are some of the requirements of the employees. And then shareholders. Then this is return on investment. So, understanding the relevant interested parties and the requirements of the interested parties, the organization establish a effective quality management system. Now come to the clause number 4.3. It is about the determining the scope of quality management system. Now it is the scope of the quality management system. How the scope of the quality management system determined? To determine the scope of the quality management system, the organization shall consider first the external and internal issues, which we have studied in clause number 4.1, and the requirements of relevant interested parties, which we have studied in clause number 4.2, and the products and services of the organization. The product the organization is manufacturing or the service the organization is delivering in the market. Therefore, the scope of the quality management system depends upon the external and internal issues, requirements of the relevant interested parties, and the products and services the organization is manufacturing or delivering. The scope of the organization's quality management system shall be available and be maintained as a documented information. The scope of the organization must be available in the documented information, and it should be maintained properly, and it should be available in a documented format. Now come to the clause number 4.4. It is about the quality management system and its processes. This clause further subdivided into two subclauses, 4.4.1 and 4.4.2. 4.4.1 says the organization shall establish, implement, maintain, and continually improve a quality management system, and this includes the processes needed and their interactions in accordance with the requirements of this international standard. And the clause number 4.4.2, it is about to the extent necessary. That means as much as possible. Establish, implement, maintain, and continually improve a quality management system as much as possible. Now, first, taking the clause number 4.4.1, which is about the processes needed and their application, the organization shall determine the processes needed for quality management system and their application throughout the organization, and hence the organization shall first determine the inputs required and the output expected from these processes. Determine the inputs, what type of inputs are required for the processes, and what type of the output required by the or expected by the organization from these inputs, and these inputs are converted through these processes. The second thing is determine the sequence and interaction of these processes. How the different processes are sequenced, which one is after which process, and how these processes are interacted with each other. And this decides how the products are manufactured or the service delivered by an organization and the effective implementation of the quality management system. The point number C says determine and apply the criteria and methods. Criteria and methods, and this includes monitoring of the processes, measurements in the processes, and what type of the related performance indicators you have choose to evaluate the processes, and why these indicators are needed. It is needed to ensure the effective operation and control of these processes. And point D says determine the resources needed for these processes and ensure their availability. The organization has to determine what kind of resources needed to manufacture a product that should be provided to the processes, and the organization has ensured the availability of these resources. These may be the raw material, maybe this includes the manpower, this includes the machinery, this includes the spare parts. All these resources must be available timely. The organization has to ensure that the availability is properly be confirmed for the smooth operation of the processes. The point E says assign the responsibilities and authorities for these processes. Which type of activities handled by which person? Different activities are happening in the processes, and who is the responsible person to look after these activities for the smooth operation in the process, and who is the authorized person to take the decision regarding any type of action to improve the process, to make changes in the process. Now come to F. The point F says address the risks and opportunities as determined in accordance with the requirements of 6.1. This clause I will discuss in my upcoming video, and this says what type of action required to take to address the risks and opportunities in the processes. If any of the process fail, then what could be the risk of failure, and what type of action required to deal with the failure of any process. So this point says what type of actions needed to address the risks and opportunities. The point G says evaluate these processes and implement any changes needed to ensure that these processes achieve their intended results. Evaluate these processes and implement the changes needed to ensure that these processes achieve the planned results or the intended results. And the point H says improve the processes and the quality management improve the processes continuously and so the quality management system. Now the clause number 4.4.2, implement the point mentioned in the clause number 4.4.1 to the extent necessary as much as possible for an effective quality management system. And for this, the organization shall maintain documented information to support the operation of its processes and retain documented information to have confidence that the processes are being carried out as planned. The documented information itself becomes a proof that the processes are actually being carried out as planned. So this is all about the clause number 4, the context and context of the organization. Regarding the context of the organization for ISO 9001:2015, if you have any suggestion or question, then drop your feedback in comment box. Like this video, share this video among your friends and colleagues, and don't forget to subscribe Shake Hand with Life YouTube channel and press the bell icon, so whenever there is a new video uploaded on this channel, you may get the notifications about the new video upload. Thanks for watching this video. Have a nice day. See you in my next video about the clause number 5, which is about the leadership for ISO 9001:2015. Thank you.